millstone around your neck is a heavy burden weighing you down. It's inescapable, and it's probably self-inflicted. That's how we think of a millstone around our necks. A job, a relationship, an ongoing commitment. These things can often be called a millstone around my neck. But when Jesus coined this phrase, he wasn't referring to wearisome inconvenience. He was speaking of a deadly punishment. Matthew chapter 18, verse 1. At that time the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child and had him stand among them. And he said, "I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea." It's not simply that this millstone weighs you down as you trudge along down the road. It's much worse than that. This millstone sends you plummeting to the ocean floor. This is about being swallowed up in the abyss, never to rise again. In fact, Jesus says that such a death would be preferable. To have a millstone around your neck and thrown into the ocean would be preferable to the fate that he is talking about. Drowning is better than what awaits those who cause one of these little ones to stumble. How can Jesus paint such a violent picture? Well, it all flows from his protective love for these little children. He begins by teaching us to be like little children. Instead of the grasping ambitions of the disciples, little children are simple, humble, dependent, happy with their lowly position. Most importantly, they are happy just to be with Jesus. And this is the sense of the Christian life. The very essence of the Christian life is to be a little child in the arms of Jesus. His kingdom is a kindergarten of kindness. And so from verse 5, Jesus wants us humble and lowly children to receive other children into this kingdom. We are not to shut the door of the kingdom in the faces of childlike trusters in Jesus. If we do, it would be better for us to have a millstone hung around our necks and to be thrown into the depths of the sea. There's so much that is shocking about the punishment of verse 6 here. But perhaps the most surprising thing is who Jesus addresses this warning to. He's speaking with his disciples. They are the ones who have prompted this warning. They are the ones who have been rejecting the way of childlike trust and instead seek glory. Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, they ask. They are the ones who have been preventing the little children from coming to Jesus. What does it look like to cause the little children to stumble? It looks like these disciples, these grown-up glory hunters grasping for greatness. They are the ones turning folks away from the true nature of the kingdom, which is to rest in Jesus like a child in his arms. How are they turning people away? Through their power plays, through their glory grabbing, through their status seeking, through their sneering at the simplicity of little children. Are you tempted to be like that? Don't. It would be better to have a millstone tied around your neck and be hurled into the depths of the sea. If we raise ourselves up, we will be cast down. Instead, to be a great one, let's become a little one.